Hi, I'm Jessica and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm making 3 easy DIYs which would be great for back to school. I haven't actually been back to school in a minute, but I do use notebooks in my everyday adult life, so I think these DIYs would be great for anyone, whether you're going back to school or not. So let's hop into it. My first DIY is decorating a notebook using washi tape and stickers because I love stickers and they're very easy to decorate with. I'm using 2 different designs of washi tape to make this DIY. I'm starting with the first washi tape design going along the outside edge of the front of the notebook. I'm leaving enough space on the spiral side of the notebook to allow for the vertical tape, and then I'm wrapping the excess tape around to the back side of the front of the notebook. I started with the bottom and top of the notebook and then moved on to the sides because I wanted my vertical washi tape to overlap the horizontal ones. I was very careful to match the edge of the washi tape with the edge of the notebook because I didn't want to overlap, but if you want to wrap the washi tape lengthwise down around the edge of the notebook, you can also do that as well. I also took some of the washi tape and taped the back side of the front cover, taping over where the front washi tape goes over the holes. That way there's no open stickiness and my washi tape isn't sticking to the front pages of my notebook. I then took my second washi tape design and did the same thing I did with my first, only inside the first design. So instead of wrapping the tape around the back side of the cover, I cut it off to make sure that it didn't overlap with my first layer of washi tape. For this notebook, I want to write a word using stickers. I chose to do my name, but you could also do the class the notebook is for or any words of encouragement that you choose. I also chose to measure where I wanted to place my stickers in order to attempt to be symmetrical, which I am so incredibly bad at, but this step is completely unnecessary. If you choose to do it, good for you. If not, don't worry about it. When I'm spelling a word with stickers, I always start with the middle letter and then work my way out from both sides. That way, I attempt some, symmetricality to trying. I don't always get there. That's why I use the measuring tape for this. But I always like to start in the middle and work my way out because I do think that at least helps a bit. Maybe. I don't know. I could have just stopped here because the design was pretty enough as is, but the sticker enthusiast in me couldn't just stop without using a ton of stickers. So I put a ton of stickers down to finish out my notebook design. I used a balloon left over that I had from a balloon set that I had, and I also used a butterfly set, which I picked up for $1 at Walmart. And that's my first notebook all complete. My next DIY idea is another notebook cover design, but this time I'm attempting a crisscross lattice design using the washi tape. First things first, I need to measure out my notebook to figure out where I want to place my washi tape. I chose to do 3 different tape designs, both vertical and horizontal. So 3 going vertically and 3 going horizontally. I have a 9x11 notebook, so I want to place my tape horizontally at 2.25 inches, 4.5 inches, and 6.75 inches. Then on the vertical, I want to place my tape at 2.75 inches, 5.5 inches, and 8.25 inches. To start off placing my tape, I flip my notebook over and place the tape on the back of the notebook at the top. Then I flipped the notebook cover around and then had to fiddle with my tape to get it to lay correctly. And then I pulled out enough tape that would go down the entire length of the notebook. For the tape going along the vertical side, I placed it onto the front and then wrapped it around to the back like I did for the tape during my first notebook. I did it this way because I didn't want to flip the notebook over and then my tape going along the horizontal or taped onto the horizontal would get all stick into random things and then that would just be a mess. Now it's time to begin the lattice process. So to do a lattice or a crisscross pattern, this is going to be the same way you would do on, for example, an apple pie. So you want to do an over-under pattern. So I taped my first layer of tape going along the vertical over the first tape going along the horizontal, under the second tape going along the horizontal, and then over the third tape going along the horizontal. And then I repeated that process, alternating between going over or under. And of course, because it's me, even though I measured, my line still ended up not straight. I would recommend measuring on both sides and marking both sides. That way you know where to place your tape so that it actually comes out straight and not wonky like mine. I finished up this notebook by sticking the vertical tapes through the spiral and wrapping them along to the back side of the cover and sticking them down. And that's my second notebook design all ready to go. My third DIY in this set is a decorated magnetic frame which can be placed inside a locker or on the fridge or anywhere else that is magnetic that you want to attach a frame to. For this DIY, I'm using a very cheap $1 frame I got from Walmart's craft section, but you can use any frame that you want. I chose this one because I thought it would be, first of all, cheap, and second of all, easy to decorate. Now, I love me some stickers, but because I used stickers in my first two DIYs, I wanted to do something a little bit different for this one. So I chose to use paint. I'm also using the stencil I bought for my paper craft tree, which I didn't end up using because it didn't work for that, but it worked for this. So I'm using that to do some stenciling, flowers and leaves. But you could also use, on this DIY, stickers, washi tape if you want. You could use glitter, any sort of paint design that you want to do. If you wanted to do like a crisscross pattern or hearts, stars, anything fun, you can do that. I chose to use something that I already had and do something floral because I've not really done anything floral and fun like that before. When I film my DIYs is the first time I'm actually doing the DIYs, so I tend to like to talk about my mistakes if I make them, to give information about what I made a mistake on so that it can be better in the future. For example, this flower that was supposed to have like nice, little bits in the bits, I don't know, defined bits in the middle that ended up just looking like a big blob. So I am using this little sponge brush because I thought that would work better with the stencil, but I started with the blue in the middle on that blue flower and put a bunch on there, and it made a big globby mess. So for my second flower, this purple one, I kept my finger in the center to keep that weighted down, and did the paint around first and did the paint in the middle last. That also didn't really end up working, and I still ended up with a big globby mess. So maybe this, I don't know, stencils not my thing. Stencils hate me. I don't know why, but they do. But anyway, I don't know how to fix it for this particular stencil. I also like stuck my finger in the paint and kind of smudged it, but whatever. But maybe try a different brush or something if you're gonna use this type of stencil. Like, I don't know. Or just be happy with a globby mess like I am. I just kind of went with it. After I let the paint dry completely, it's time to make this frame magnetic. So to do so, I attached four magnets to the back of the frame. I used self-adhesive magnets that I got from Walmart because these already have adhesive attached and they're just peel and stick. They're pretty great. If you don't get the self-adhesive ones, you can always use super glue or jewelry glue to attach the magnets to the frame, and just make sure that you press and hold until the glue dries completely. I don't have a locker, so I attached my magnetic frame to the fridge. And of course, being me, I painted my design on the horizontal and then printed out a vertical photo to put inside of it. Yeah. Thank you for watching my video. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up and then hit that subscribe button for more DIY ideas. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week for a new video.